Good morning, sixth graders, and congratulations for just finishing your second MLQ. We hope that you are having a bit more fun now checking your paper for super cute puppies. This is the first time you're going to practice on your own with a passage called the bad move. So make sure that the entire time you are looking at your key up here. I'll show you a couple annotations I'll make at the beginning, and then the rest should be all you. I want to see who can find the most super cute puppies in their paper today. This was the fourth time this year that Lynn was the new kid in school. 4 moves in 7 months, all because her mother's job kept them moving. She had decided back in September that making new friends was a waste of time. She would join no more clubs. She would add no new names to her phone list. Okay, so I'm going to start right here because already I know that I've seen a plot part, and that's the exposition. So go ahead and draw a little plot thingy right here. Sorry, it's kind of hard to do on the computer. And then you're not only going to ever just write that plot mountain really quickly, but I also want you to write next to it or under it or around it, exposition, because this is the part where we get to meet our setting and our characters. So a setting is where and when. So go ahead and underline or note December and then write setting, because I see up here that when I see setting, I just write setting. And I know this happened in December. Whoops, I meant to do this. Let's see. Is there anything else? So Lynn is a character that I met, and it also says she decided back in September that making new friends was a waste of time. So this already was a character change that we see right here. We've barely met this character, but I know that Lynn has made a change because she now thinks that making new friends is a waste of time because she's moved so much. So go ahead and underline or highlight that. And when I know I'm looking at character change, if you look right here at our key, whenever I see character change, I know that I write CC. So go ahead and put that in your text. So she would now add no new names to her phone list. All right, let's keep going. Oh, and I also, sorry, one more thing. I learned about her point of view here because point of view means I'm kind of taken inside of a character's mind and I learn about what their point of view is. And I know by my key, whenever I get a little bit about a character's point of view, I'm going to copy an I down over here. In this paragraph, just sort of in general, teaches me about her point of view. So you can write a little note here too and just say that a character's point of view is that she doesn't like moving. Or her point of view is that it's silly to keep trying to make new friends when you keep moving. So already just in one paragraph, I see a part of the plot, my exposition. I've seen some change in a character. I know about the setting, and I get a character's point of view. In one paragraph, I found so many super cute puppies. Let's keep going. On her first day, the teacher welcomed her to the class and assigned a buddy to help her find her way around. This time, it was a girl named Marley or Carly or something. Lynn had stopped paying attention to kids' names. So pause right there. I want you to stop and jot the central idea and then any other super cute puppies that you find in your text. Unpause when you are done. Okay, welcome back. So maybe you don't have exactly this, but the first thing that I underlined was class because that is where they are at this point in the story. I learned about where they are. So that's setting. Notice that I did not underline Marley or Carly or something because even though that's a character, when you're checking for super cute puppies, the cute just stands for character change. So I don't really want you to be annotating just every single time we meet a new character until we see them change. I also put an I here because I learned something about her point of view. This line, Lynn had stopped paying attention to kids' names. Shows me that people's names aren't important. She moves so much, why is she going to bother trying to learn them? So then I stopped and jotted the central idea of what I read so far, because remember, we don't have to do that every paragraph, but at least every few paragraphs. So I wrote, Lynn moves a lot, so she stopped trying to make friends, even when a buddy is assigned to help her in class. So now I'm just going to read the rest. I'm not going to give you any more, but I really need to make sure when I collect these today, or your Mr. Amadio and Ms. Casson as well are going to make sure that they see that there's a lot of annotations here. Paragraph 3. Lynn knew that she would forget them all, just as the other kids from all those other schools had probably forgotten her. As the teacher was giving Lynn papers filled with assignments to make up, Lynn made her decision. At this school, she would be memorable. The next day, Tuesday, instead of wearing the usual jeans and t-shirt, she wore a pair of bloomers from an old Raggedy Ann Halloween costume. She didn't brush her hair. On Wednesday, she wore an old dress of her mother's along with soccer cleats. At least they'll remember me after we've moved away, she thought on a Thursday as she put on a plaid skirt, a t-shirt, and a pile of long beaded necklaces her grandmother had given her to play with. On Friday, they called her mother to school. She was a bit worried what her mom would say when she saw her outfit, a hula skirt from a vacation in Hawaii worn on a pair of tattered jeans. From the inside of the principal's office, she heard her mother and Mrs. Leonard talking. "She'll be so excited," her mother said to Mrs. Leonard in the hallway. "We've moved so often, but this time we are here to stay. I got a new job in town. Finally, she'll be able to fit in." Okay, sixth graders, so here is your job. Finish searching for super cute puppies using this key. Complete your rage. In which paragraph does the rising action start? So unlike yesterday where it said, in what paragraphs is the rising action, and you had to write like paragraphs 2 through 8, this is just saying which paragraph does it start in? Where do we first see the rising action? And you rage. And then I'm also going to just see if you're done with time early, jot down a theme or two that we can learn from this. Or actually, you should have annotated the theme anyways if you find it at the end. It's a pretty unique and silly story. Go ahead, annotate, do your rage. I want to see the best annotations you can. Find those super cute puppies in your paper.